Let's see here. Where is it? There it is. Alrighty, hello. We are a go. So we're getting back into the Solo Dojo Grind. I think last time we finished, I think it was Tharsis Brown. Yeah. That, oh, it was a hassle. It was a hassle last time because Barrow dropped and nobody was doing those missions. And turns out ballistas don't like to spawn on any of the Ceres nodes when you do a solo run, so it was quite handful. Let's see here. What will we be doing today? I think we will do. We'll do Certus Orange. Might as well. Let's pop off all the Grenier colors. One more thing before we get straight into it, though. I just want to show off a little progress on my collection hauls, as it were. One day I'll get these teleporters rigged up and it'll be a lot smoother. But yeah, I finally have the tenets on display now. So that feels good. Mind you, I'm still not super happy with how it turned out because there's obviously some space between the actual decoration and the wall. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? All right. We just gotta throw on some jams. I figured out how to record just the game audio so it doesn't pick up anything I have in the background. Beautiful. It's looking all good for my OBS. So I'll be able to keep myself high energy while I do this for you. Alrighty. Let's see here. Moby defense. Where's Olympus? Yeah, we'll do that. Just gotta crank the volume down on this so it's just not too overwhelming. There we go. Yeah, so today I launched my main YouTube channel. It's got 3 videos on. 2 of them are for my guide series you should get, all about, warframes you should, as a new player, pick up, or consider picking up. I did it on Necros because, A, he's my favorite frame, and B, he's really useful as the most easily accessible loot frame. The second video was just to explain, my perspective, my thought process. And the third is a full recording of a solo Lephantis run, which I did just to show that while you can do it, you should never consider doing it. I've done it 3 times in my life. That is 3 times too many.
Don't you worry though. I've got some workarounds. Conduit keys are carried by high-ranking marketing mucks. Knock them down.
Really scanned.
That's it. It will be a perfect specimen. Trap it so you can synthesize it for me. Good. I have received the synthesis. You are an efficient hunter.
First key. Right. Find a matching conduit.
So we're basically looking for arid eviscerators, I think.
And take you with it. Keep it clear of that conduit.
You mind? I just love the presence of the ghoul weapons that came in the ghoul galleons. I just love how common they drop. Oh. Oh, I have the blue one. Follow me, guys. I'm really good at games, I promise. There we go. Someone else can pick up the blue.
Hear that beeping? Demo unit's on its way.
Oh, actually, minefield. I might be able to get some scans. I am able to. Pick up. You steal my fucking key! Ugh. Alright.
Not going home yet. We just got here.
So, what's the progress looking like? 0 pigment, so that's okay. It might take a rotation or two for them to get filtered into the pool. In before we find out that they're not actually allowed to spawn on this map because there's ghouls in place of them. That'd be unfortunate, but very possible.
Right, they're having a go. Keep the demos away from that conduit.
Hit squad. Is it mine? It is mine!
Always collect our debts.
Alright, hit me with it.
Demo unit coming in fast. That thing
Alrighty.
blows and you can kiss the conduit goodbye.
And maybe being able to listen to music at the same time as they're streaming is actually really good. I'm so happy I figured this out. Because, like, the big fear, obviously, is,
Gloves are coming off.
if your jams are in the stream, you're going to get hit with a DMCA, depending on, like, you know, what music you're listening to, right? And I like to listen to
Got out
OSTs,
while you still could. Smart
and,
move.
like, that is the iffiest of all ifs.
They're back, and they're well pissed off.
Because, like, I know there's companies like Nintendo who are, like, really on the ball for that. And then there's, like, devs like Toby Fox where they're like, yeah, no, this is totally fine with you having the music on. So, like, I didn't do it at first because I didn't want to have to worry about all that, but now that we got it working, I gotta say, sheesh, it's worth it. Okay. So that is not good for our drop chances. At least now I can, like, verify with 100% certainty what enemies are killing, because you know, I'm the one who's killing them now. But this doesn't mean less of them are going to spawn because I'm just one person.
Right, they're having a go. Keep the demos away from that conduit.
Like I say, I've seen like pretty much every other area enemy besides the Eviscerator, so not good.
Demo units looking to depart this mortal coil and take you with it. Keep it clear of
And
that
we got
conduit.
Hellions, we got Heavy Gunners, Butchers.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Elite Lancers. Eesh. Even the shield. Wait, I think that was the shield variant. Yeah, we got shield Lancers. So, where are them Eviscerators at, hmm?
Demo unit coming in fast. That thing goes and you can kiss the conduit goodbye.
Okay, so we do have them spawning now. It's just really unfortunate because that was an Eximus and they don't drop pigment because DE hates me. So we might have to switch to defense instead. That was another Eviscerator, but it was an Eximus. Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Conduit's about to reset. Feeling
Alright, chat, I have an idea. So the reason why I'd rather do one of the more unique nodes as opposed to like a regular defense is there's a really good chance that you get paired with people who are just doing the star chart for like the first time, unlike regular nodes, which is, I mean, no biggie. But as for like the staying power of a run, it's not very good for like my purposes. But here's a thought: why don't I do the mirror defense? Granted, like half the time I won't be able to get Grenier enemies because you do the switch between Grenier and Corpus. but I'd be more likely to have more people to do this with, and I'd also be getting extra rewards on the side, which, considering I like to do all the side content, that would be a very good thing for me. Just want to see if we can squeeze out one more eviscerator here. Well, ideally more than one more, but you know what I mean. No.
Beacons inbound. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Alright. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to try a different node. The second bad thing about this node is, well, earlier I was worried that the ghouls would be replacing, like, regular Grineer enemies. That's not the case, which, good thing. However, I think they are hogging the spawns because, you know, obviously they want to spawn in the ghouls because it's kind of like the special little spice of variety they got going for this node. So we're seeing less and less of the regular Grineer and more of these little zombies. That is... There it is. Okay. So how much big we got? I'm pretty sure it's just 4. Yeah. Okay. This will not do. Is brother just stuck here? Can I help you? Y'all good? Alright. Oh, at least we got more E6. I need that for Epitaph Prime.
We got as much as we're getting, Hotshot. We are a vapor trail.
All right. Yeah, because the only other way I can see about getting more people together would be doing a Fisher mission, but believe it or not, I don't feel like doing Moby Defense. Do you feel like watching Moby Defense? I don't feel like watching Moby Defense. So we'll try this. Maybe we'll strike it rich and we'll get all the citrine parts. See, there we go. Look at that. No muss, no fuss. First rotation. Arid Eviscerators. This was definitely the right call. So there's still going to be some downtime, obviously, right?
Corpus forces have regrouped. Go.
Because we have to go all the way to the Corpus side. But it's still better than what Disruption was doing for us.
tell the story of Belric and Rania? Lovers whose guardian Warframe tried to save them by encasing them in her crystal. It is their remains, and the connection forged between them that you are protecting.
Yeah, so we got Buddy Frost over there is just going to take care of the defense part. We're basically just providing extra drops for people and collecting these dang crystals. Where are all the enemies? Are they getting wiped off the board that fast? Oh my god, they are. Just a wave of affinity markers. Holy. Okay. See, that's another really good thing about Necros is if your party's like basically just outperforming everything you could possibly do, you can say you're doing, you're at least doing something for your team. Like, this would be a feels bad moment if I was playing, like, that's a damage dealer. I mean, yeah, I guess Excalibur, but that's, like, it's a bit of a cop-out. Like, yeah, if you get outperformed as one of the very first Warframes you can ever get, that'd be, pretty sad. Sure, look, we'll use, like, Calervo as an example. Like, if you're getting, like, completely outperformed, like, you can't do anything as, like, Calervo, kind of feels bad, because that's, like, what your kit is made for, right? Come on. Thank you. The Tube Man. Does feel bad that like Rhaegar is he's a little less cerebral nowadays compared to like when you first meet him in like Nata, I believe.
Pitter, pitter, pitter. Rodents snatch crystals from sick demos.
He just sounds like a little
Stashed one on Mars.
he doesn't sound like
Boy kissed
mad scientist as much anymore. He just seems like he's completely off his rocker.
Smash this tunnel. Stop the rodent.
I guess it doesn't really help differentiate. Like old Rhaegar is he's a mad scientist, sure, but like there's like this air of composure to him, right? Meanwhile here he just kind of goes, "The Tube Men. My Tube Men." Jeans. will say, it does feel good to be able to kill things again. What you mean, one pigment? Excuse me, I know they drop 2. And I do have a booster on, so, like, I should be getting double.
Forces are mounting an assault on the Venus crystal. Stop them.
I should probably let... Can I get the orb, please? Thank you. Oh, no.
Is destroyed. The tunnel, their connection, collapses. Do not let that happen.
I can't wait for the next resurgence. I think I mentioned this in a previous stream, but like for Baruch and Revenant Prime, I've pretty much got like half of what I need for every single thing in those relics. So hopefully I should be able to grind out the pieces I need, and then I can just save the rest of my Aya for either the next resurgence, or more likely spend it on like the stuff Varzia gives. There's some things I'd like to get from there.
Somewhere, Citrine still seeks to protect Belric and Rania. Collect her remnants to fulfill her final wish.
Nope, it's not down there. Where's these crystals? Where are these crystals at? Oh, they're in this elevator shaft. That's where. Oh, look at that. Oh, come on now. Come on. No.
We're done.
Aw.
The extraction team will
Oh,
take
well.
over from here. Time to evacuate.
23. Oh, it's a whole lot more than 4. So I think this is the way. It's kind of like a 2 birds, 1 stone situation in my book. What we got here? We got
Trouble on Venus.
Trome
Get through that void tunnel.
and the temple. Really unfortunate that we're just jumping straight to the corpus, though.
story of Belric and Rania, lovers whose guardian Warframe tried to save them by encasing them in her crystal. It is their remains, and the connection forged between them that you are protecting.
Oh yeah, we'll actually have to maybe join and then leave. We do kind of have to lock in because I don't think any of us are particularly defensively aligned.
Amass Citrine's lost remnants to manifest her protective power.
I do hope they start collecting these crystals, because I'm on babysitting duty for the crystals. Oh, we got 2 temples.
Sayonara, honey.
Someone's got the gem skin. I was immediately perturbed. I heard, like, it sounded like it was straight from a microphone. Please collect the crystals. Looks like someone just wanted to cover for the node.
And Grenier seek to destroy 2 crystal formations so intertwined with void energy that
we don't need to hear the cliff notes again, Lotus. Please and thank you.
My tube men are
The tube men.
Are you? Belric the bold, Ronya the clever, unleash the infested on Deimos forever. Never liked that rhyme. Garbage rhyme.
See, this is what I mean. Old Redhorn wouldn't say something like that. At least not like as a casual thing. He'd probably say it in, like, maybe a fight. Would you be garbage, Ryan?
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Ooh. No, I need just a trooper, I don't care.
aggro.
Trouble on Venus. Get through that void tunnel.
I do hope they make an Omnia fissure for this node. Remember, like, there was like a feedback forum,
These crystals
I
formed
think,
on Delos
last
ages
month?
ago. Now
Or maybe
they
the
are
month
being
before that.
exploited by smugglers. Belric and Rania deserve better than that.
And they were asking, what would you like as an Omnia fissure?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
My vote would be on Tiana Pass, to be honest. Reason being, most of the Omnia fissures take place after a new war. And considering I have religiously decided not to do it until like I do the other syndicates first. Not all of them, not like the syndicates, but like the Quills, Voxelars, stuff like that. I want to get that stuff wrapped up first before I have to worry my head over things like the Kavia and the whole pass. Right, Omnia figures. So yeah, most of them are in places that you can only access after a new war. And like, of the two that you can access prior, one of them is scaled at above 100. So you're basically hoping for a coin flip every time you do have access to the Omni Fissure, that it's going to be the level 35 as opposed to the level 100. Which, I mean, it's not like it's immensely difficult. It's just, it's really easy for like lower tier people still going through like lower tier oh, not another Chlorophyll blueprint reel. But it's really hard for newer players to keep up, obviously, because there's a good chance that they don't have things like multi-shot or arbitrations.
Two men, try again.
So I think like having Tiana Pass be an Omnia Fissure would be do a little bit to help new players, you know.
Having a week about that, Krill? Rodents in your house, Krill. Thieving rodents. Make me come to Mars, do your job for you. Smash the crystal. Break the tunnel. No genes for you.
I do kind of like that line. But he does come off very petulant when he says it.
Citrine's lost remnants to manifest her protective power.
Silence, Lotus. I know what I am doing. I can't wait to make the next You Should Get. It's going to be on Rhino. And there's absolutely going to be a clip of just Lotus being the absolute saleswoman of the Parazon. It's like, I think when I farmed my Rhino, I was, you know, forever unlucky. And I kept on getting, like, the Neuro-Optics. So I got to learn all about what the Parazon does. It was particularly, mind-boggling. Just how terrible my luck was that day. I will say that's gotta be one of my favorite parts. Oh, wow. Hold on. Where is my jams? Yeah, don't pause my jams. Kinda need those. But yeah, I do like how most of the new Warframes it isn't something you have to worry about RNG for as much, because there's always the option to, like, because they're usually tied to a different currency, or they're just part of, like, bounty system. Actually, no, I don't like the bounty system. Retract that. But yeah, some of them are tied to, like, currencies, like Citrine is a good example. So if you're, like, forever unlucky, well, A, you're doing a piece of content that's fairly unique. And you're getting currency the entire time, so, like, even if it isn't so bad, even if you're not gonna get them, like, first time around, it's not the worst. I gotta say, I think, like, one of the worst, oh, nice. One of the worst, frames to grind for nowadays is Ash. Back in the day, Ash wasn't the greatest grind, mind you. You had to farm Manix to get the component parts. But, like, there was, like, a silver lining. You could do the Equinox farm alongside that, because during Tile Regulars fights, you would have to... There would be, like, phases where Manix would spawn in, and then you just kill the Manix. So you get the drops like that. So you could effectively grind out 2 Warframes at the same time, which is kind of cool. But nowadays, to get Ash, you either need to be lucky and have him be in the circuit for the week, which is going to be the preferred method, because the alternative is you do Railjack missions. And oh boy, I love Railjack. I'm a Railjack laser. But, good lord, those drop tables, straight from hell. They are god-awful. I'll rant more about them in a video I have planned. But, like, they're split across zones rather than, like, specific missions. So, like, every node has, like, a certain drop table. They're all the Corpus missions, mind you. They're not like Grenier, where you can just, you know, do the Railjack parts, clear out the bases, wrap up, go home. No, you gotta do, like, a full, like, separate mission as well. And... God, it's just awful. Easily my least favorite part about Railjack. Okay, I forgot how much pigment we got. You know, let's go back to the dojo real quick. See how much I have to grind out. In the meantime, I do got a ping on my Discord. No. Oh. Cheers for that, Rogers. Okay, so we are about a quarter of the way through. Not too bad. Compared to the Ballista farm. Yeah, no, that's a lot better. Because the Ballista farm, I had to do a Void Fissure, and the only fissure that was available was like, Exterminate. And so, like, we got like maybe 20 per. Wasn't great, but it eventually panned out. But this is easily a lot better, I think. Just do I see? Oh, it does not pick up while I'm out of the window. Okay, that is good to know. That's something I have to tweak on the actual game. Alright.
Tenno, the Corpus and Grenier seek to destroy two crystal formations so intertwined with void energy that a tunnel forever links them. Protect them at all costs.
Old War. Warframe made crystal caskets. Caskets for who? Belric and Rania. Mighty good genes they had, yes. Genes for the Tube Men.
For the Tube Men.
Take the genes, do the science. My Tube Men get stronger.
I gotta check who's next in line to get a prime. Whether or not I should be excited or not. I know you really just dropped, but like, you know, we gotta put the thinking cap on. I just love hearing that pigment drop noise. That sound effect is an absolute dream to my ears. Which is kind of sad, but like, you know, I chose this challenge for myself. I'm doing the content.
Forces are mounting an assault on the Venus crystal. Stop them.
I do kind of wish there was dialogue on the Corpus side, as well as getting to hear Rhaegar go, "The genes, Tube Men, Krill." You know,
story of Belric and Rania? Lovers whose guardian Warframe tried to save them by encasing them in her
Though I guess they
crystal.
already do a whole lot with Alad V, and like it kind of is like just the one voice on the Corpus side, because I'm pretty sure Frodbeck is KIA. Don't want to have Granum. Yeah, is there any other, like, Corpus bigwig that isn't Alad V? In, like, base games, so, like, we're not talking about Deadlock Protocol. I guess Nefanyo, but Nefanyo got, like, fucking Fortuna. So, yeah, it really is just Alad V. The Sergeant doesn't count because the Sergeant doesn't actually have voice lines that are different, unique. I guess that is one way you can, like, you know, critique the faction design of Warframe. Is there's definitely a lot more love put into, or at least it feels that way, into, like, the Grineer. In terms of, like, having, like, memorable characters. Or characters with dialogue, period. I wouldn't be opposed to hearing, like, a Sergeant here, though. Would it be as good as Rhaegor? Nah. Maybe something.
One more trip through the tunnel of love, Tenno.
Okay, now that's a good one. That's a good one. He doesn't sound like a petulant child. He sounds like... there's, like, malice. Like a real sharp malice to his voice there. That feels more like Rhaegor.
Having a week about that, Krill? Rodents in your house, Krill. Thieving rodents. Make me come to Mars, do your job for you. Smash the crystal. Break the tunnel. No
Genes for you. It would actually, it would be kind of funny if the Sergeant was hitting up Venus, because that would add some layers, right? Lekkril is asleep at the wheel, not doing his job, so Rhaegor is here. Getting genes for the tubemen. But, like, the Sergeant, who is essentially Lekkril's Corpus counterpart, being on, like, Venus would be fucking hilarious. Could just make this mission, the entire mission, just a hit piece on Krill. Oh, wow, we're not even like a full hour through. See, this was a lot faster. This is a lot faster than the ballista. The ballista took me, get this, like 2.5 hours, I think. Meanwhile, we're a quarter of the way through, guaranteed. Now we're like halfway through now.
Through that void tunnel.
I think the best part about this is this isn't even the most efficient farm. I could be doing like, you know, proper defense or survival. No, not survival. It would not. It couldn't be survival because it would just spawn like regular eviscerators. But yeah, we could be just doing like the defense and have access to Grenier enemies the entire time. But we're doing it more, like we're doing it slightly more inefficiently. And we're still like outpacing the ballista run. That feels good. Yeah, I'll take some Neo relics, you know. Not too bad.
My tube men are endless, Tenno.
My tube men. Oh, that sound effect got cut off in a weird way.
Sleepy? Well, I can go all day and all night. Watch me.
I love... Oh, geesh. I love Blast Eximus's... Eximi, rather. They're not even that bad. There certainly aren't no venomous Eximus that just walk up to you and, like, fart. And, like, oh my god, I have no more health. Boy, Undying Will, very important. Now, sometimes you get, like, mods that you feel like they should not be the rarity they are, considering how useless they are. Undying Will is a prime example. I think I'd classify Thief's Wit as another one. Mostly because it just gets like outclassed by Animal Instinct so hard. Yeah, it has the audacity to take up a reward slot on like the Naglar sabotage caches. Like, yeah, why don't you bloat the pool more so I can't get my 60/60 electric mods? Thank you. I was very confused by that for a brief moment. Is this a Banshee? Oh my god, we have a Banshee! I did not realize! That's crazy. Someone's actually playing Banshee right now. That's a national treasure right there. Forget national treasure, international treasure. Someone playing Banshee. I got her on Resurgence, but like, she is like the most okay crowd control Warframe, and unfortunately, okay doesn't really say a whole lot in this game anymore. See how many crystals I got actually. So I could reasonably afford something from Otak's shop now. Mind you, I'm probably not going to spend anything, but because ideally the less you spend, the better. Save that for like maybe like the arcanes and the actual unique items. Hey, speaking of arcanes. one more peek just to see where the pigment progress is.
Eric the Bold,
Oh, we're about a third, like we're
leashed the
3/4 of the way now.
Deimos
We're almost done.
forever. Never liked that rhyme. Garbage
Not even at
rhyme.
like an hour and a half, too. Absolute beauty. Absolute cinema. You know what will end up sucking, though? Is once I get through, I think I only have the Leech Osprey as my only other, like, regular Corpus enemy. And then the rest of the Corpus enemies are going to be, like, Valus exclusive. So that's going to get dry real fast. I'll have to pace myself on those. Like, could you imagine if, like, you tuned into my stream every single Monday for the Solo Dojo Grind, only to see, okay, yeah, we're going to Orb Vallis yet again. This time we're going to farm improvisers. Like, that gets boring really fast. So I think I have to weave some of those in and out. Oh, wow. That's a funny maneuver.
When extreme emotions meet pure void energy, they can change reality, bend and break the laws of nature. Might this explain the connection between these crystals?
Kangaroo. I mean, hey, this Banshee's actually doing pretty decent by my book. You. pick up a hefty amount of credits too. Not bad. I do be needing some of those, because I got a couple galvanized mods I'm gonna top off. Oh, we're done.
We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Yeah, I think we just need to do one more short one, and then that's it. We've got another color under our belt. We'll wait for, yeah, at least one other person. No, it's too subtle. We need to do the wave. Unfortunately, it does not appear anyone else. Oh, there we go. We got movement. We got movement. Come on, let's go. Do a wave. Oh. No wave. Shame.
Tenno, the Corpus and Grenier seek to destroy two crystal formations so intertwined with void energy that a tunnel forever links them. Protect them at all costs.
Old war. Warframe made crystal caskets. Caskets for who? Belric and Rania. Mighty good genes they had, yes. Genes for the two men. Smash the crystals, take the genes, do the science. My two men get stronger.
Two men get stronger. Oh boy. I'm going to have to babysit the crystal, am I? I guess something would be maybe cool. It's like a nice little widget to have on the stream. Would be maybe like, what is Locksmith listening to? Because obviously I can't have it playing in the background because DMCA, right? But what if it just have it like listed on the side so like people could like, you know, listen to what I'm listening to on their own, like on their end. That'd be neat.
Corpus forces are mounting an assault on the Venus crystal. Stop them. story of Belric and Rania? Lovers whose guardian Warframe tried to save them by encasing them in her crystal. It is their remains, and the connection forged between them that you are protecting.
I think once we do cross the finish line for this color, we're gonna take a quick little bio break. Funky looking tentacles. Nope. No, I did not want to jump that far back. It's another one of these. Oh. Okay, it wasn't an elevator. Thank God. There we go.
Trip through the tunnel of love, Tenno. Belric the bold, Rania the clever, unleashed the infested on Deimos forever. Never liked that rhyme. Garbage rhyme.
Collecting a critical mass of Citrine's remnants will create a prismatic ward to these crystals.
I don't really understand why Lois is so keen on repeating this. Like, I don't know what they got in like the codes. It's got her like No, like basically like clockwork. She says something about how the dude.
Citrine still seeks to protect Belric and Rania. Collect her remnants to fulfill her final wish.
How to collect the crystals for the effect, right? Reasonably, she should say that like at least like once at the start, and then she'd never have to see it again. So there's gotta be something funky. How dare put my jams back on? Thank you.
Trouble on Venus. Get through that void tunnel. If either crystal is destroyed, the tunnel, their connection, collapses. Do not let that happen.
What are these crystals? Really tucked away. Another Cephalos blueprint? That's less good. How are we for pigment? Still a little way to go. One more round should be
My
it.
tube men are endless, Benno. Are you? Pitter, pitter, pitter. Rodents snatch crystals from thick Deimos. Stashed one on Venus. Stashed one on Mars. Void kiss tangled up like crystals. Tube men, smash this tunnel. Stop the rodent.
Sorry if I'm like really just honing in on this, because it's just like, you know, it's what I have to do in order for us to move on, right? That's just the challenge. But I think, yeah, after we finish this last rotation, we'll be good to go and move on to Relics. I think Relic goals for tonight, mostly Meso era. I gotta get Epitaph Prime Receiver and Nautilus Prime Blueprint. I used to have like a lot of Nautilus Prime's Blueprint, but I had to like fork it over for one Barrow visit because like there's a lot of things I wanted from Barrow that time, that week. So I was like, yeah. I mean, Sebagoth won't be, you know, getting vaulted anytime soon. So I can, you know, take stuff from that set. I still stand by the decision. It's just, man, I don't like turning proper pieces into like ducats. That's what like leftover Bram Prime, Burstin Prime, stuff of that caliber. That's what's meant to be turned into ducats in my eyes. Where are the crystals? It's not like it really matters at this point. Don't leave third person, please. You stay with them. Thank you.
That's the last of them. Objective is
I don't like it when
Let's go home.
groups are completely like killed just because one person decided they had to leave. All right.
Good fortune.
Cheers for that, Samaris. Alrighty. I do want to just quickly peep, so barrel, receiver, or fell. Barrel and receiver. Did I get the citrine? I only had only the chassis. Okay. Alright, let's get straight to the dojo. And like that is another color down for the Solo Dojo Grind. Let's see here. You just peep the fissures real quick and then we'll kick in them into the break. Survival. Excellent. That's exactly what I want to see. Alrighty. There we go. We leave that for y'all. I pause my jams. Alrighty, I will be back in a quick little bit.
Operator, Ordis is sorry. Happy to report that all my good jokes are gone.
Dominus, oh Dominus, Iraca contem neo, his curse upon you, Suvatasa Shabra, Zuharuvash, Nunca, O exalted, Num Thraxica.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. We just unwound my hair a little bit because it's a little. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay. So let's hit up that survival fissure right away.
A Lone Tenno operative is raiding this ship for supplies. You are here to distract the enemy. Trigger the alarm. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Oh.
You're near a fissure.
Ooh, something.
Fallen enemies will drop crucial life support. Be on the lookout. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic.
What's this thing for?
Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
Yes. Very important ping. I need to regard this carefully. Okay.
Life support incoming. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Just as a heads up, the stream might be ending a little earlier than usual. Not for anything like super serious. It's just someone's going to need my help in a bit, and it's like a two-person sort of job, right?
Life support on the way.
Where it's like technically possible to do it alone, but like you really should have two people doing it.
Another life support capsule is now available.
A slight bit of latency going on right now. So I really wish this Jade would join the party. That way I wouldn't have to run all the way back just for this Focus orb.
Life support has been replenished.
There we go.
Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause. When you are ready, go to extraction.
Come on, Epitaph Prime Receiver, let's go! Oh! Don't mind if I do, though! Hell to the yeah! Oh no. Want that, thank you. Oh no, please. Let's not start scattering to the four winds. Ideally, we stick together.
Additional life support has arrived.
Stood in toxic gas cloud.
done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
Oop. Cephalon fragment. What do you mean? Oh. Okay.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Hey, yo, look at that. Delicious. Never lucky, always lucky, chat. Always. Oh, where's N17? Come over here, you beaut. I unfortunately don't have enough void traces, so I'm just gonna burn a couple. Maybe I get lucky. Because Sevadoff is definitely the next prime I have in my sights. Ever since I sat down and did the Railjack farm for his stuff, I've been quite happy with my luck on that front. I think the only thing that was really eluding me was the Nautilus pieces, and that's because, again, you have to deal with the Railjack drop tables. More so than Ash, because Ash is split and spread, but like Nautilus is restricted to Neptune, I think. So you really are banking on things going right. I don't have my jams on. What am I doing? That's why I'm so quiet. Let's see here. Move on, because that one's almost over. Another prime part I really need to farm out is, I think the Relics prime barrel. Because I've been able to collect, like, essentially every other piece. Like, every other prime part available. Aside from, like, Aurelia, obviously. Like, her pieces, because they just came out. But, like, I think that's the only thing that's in, like, Meso era that I haven't gotten, like, at least more than one. Which is mind-boggling because, A, it's a Meso relic, so like, what do you mean I don't have Relics Prime Barrel? Because in my book, it's fine to like be missing out on the rares and like axes because like, it takes forever to farm a decent amount of axes, and they're not particularly fun to do. But to be missing something from like Meso, that's crazy to me. That's unthinkable. Oh, nope, that's Jade.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Okay, not lucky. Yeah. Fine by me, because I need some Radiant N17s.
Life support activated.
There we go. Someone waits there, said they play for us. I'm singing along to Thinker from 4th Gen Armor Core.
Another job well executed. Life support activated.
I think I could break it down. I'm a shooter, drastic baby. I'd say jump out, feel it in the wheel. Can you talk about deep sea with me? Deep sea fish loves forever. All the eyes you're thinking over. Out of space when someone waits there. Down the jet they play for out. See fish last forever, as you're thinking over. Space when someone waits there, the jet they play forever. Alright, so there's still that survival, or alternatively, no alternatives. It's just that one. That's okay, I enjoy getting neural sensors. Instant host migration, alright. That's a new one. Over space when someone waits there, I'm the jet they play for. Okay, what's going
Stand
on
by
here?
while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error, not a number. Did the operator enjoy this video?
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow tunnel operative raids the ship for supplies. Ready? Trigger the alarm. Void Fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way. A Fisher. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. The reactant is working on your relic.
Maybe one of these days I'll do like an Armored Core
Personal
stream.
life support nodules dropped by fallen enemies.
It'd be kind of a neat thing to do. I just, I guess the question becomes, what would I stream? Because as much as I'd love to like do like Armored Core 6, I don't feel like starting a new playthrough. So there goes like challenge runs are great because you can only have like the one save, right?
Life support on the way.
And I am not very good at Armored Core PvP. On two fronts. One, you know, I'm a little rusty at Armored Core 6. So from a gameplay aspect, not too great. And I am not a fan of like meta. So like I wouldn't get too far. So on like game knowledge, and I'm also a little weak. So like I feel like there wouldn't be too much of an audience for that. If that makes sense. So that would leave me playing through like maybe like Gen 4, like through hard mode. Could definitely be interesting. I haven't played through Gen 4's hard mode at all yet. Also because I'm too busy focusing on like I really like just making like different mecha IPs inside Armored Core. So like I got a collection of Lancer themed builds in both Armored Core 6 and slowly building them up in Armored Core 4 or Lancer specifically because there's just more to work with. I've also done a similar thing in Gundam Breaker 4. That's also something I could stream. Although, I will admit, Gundam Breaker 4, while it does perfectly scratch that builder aspect, like I love that system, The actual gameplay is pretty dry, because it's just like a hack and slash, right? With very low spice. I still need to do like perfect grade, but I don't know how much more interesting that would be. It might just be because those games would be better for like a video. But there's something I could do. I could like show off my favorite general build. Because I feel like when you play mecha games, most people have like this general set they have in mind, or like works best for them. Mine I call Legionnaire. It's meant to cover like basically every like situation you could find yourself in a level. So a good example is of that in AC6 for me. I run a heavyweight tetrapod with the linear rifle Curtis. That's the one, Curtis. Then I got it's a double melee. I have the Pulse Blade, the Buddha, and the Ashmead. And I think I have like the 4 count vertical missiles, or maybe the 8 counts. One of those. I just find it to be very like applicable. No luck across the board. I'll take a formula blueprint this time. I'm not thirsty for ducats. I got 2 weeks. Intact M17. Okay, okay. G8. Okay, is this just Steel Haze, Rusted Pride extended? It is. I need something a little bit more. Here we go. That'll do me. So yeah, that's my Armored Core 6 general build. I think I've muscled through every single mission on that.
Gotcha.
There's obviously some missions that are a little bit harder. Especially considering like we're supposed to experiment and like swap things out in and around in Armored Core. But Legionnaire was genuinely good enough to bustle through, no problem. Legionnaire in Armored Core 4, meanwhile, still a tetrapod. I just really like my tetrapods. I like the aesthetic, and I like the upper weight capacity they have. So I never feel too pressured to keep it light. So yeah, it's still a heavyweight tetra. It's not a double melee, because double melee works a little different in Armored Core 4 because it's on each arm, right? Rather than It'll all be unlocked to like the left. So to like replace like Yashmead, I got Moonlight on the
Another
left.
life support capsule is now available.
And because there aren't any linear rifles in 4th gen, not even like 5th gen, which is really shocking because I've heard linear rifles were staple in old gen core. I just had that version of AC4's version of the Kurosawa. It's a Canopus, something like that.
Collected enough reactants to open your relic.
And in the place of like the second melee, I put a radar. Not that it's like super necessary, but you know, that's a generally applicable part. And instead of like a regular missile launcher, I have the scatter missiles. Little fact about me: if you have a mecha game and there's just a missile shotgun type of weapon, I'm absolutely in love with it. I found my love for that sort of thing in Mech Warrior 5, where they have like I guess the short-range missiles, so the small missiles. Where they just... The base model fires them all out in like a pattern. And they do so much damage when you get nice and up close. And so when I found out there was essentially a version of those in Armored Core 4, and they provide it with the base model, one of the base models, the Hojer model in Armored Core 4, I fell in love with it. It's like, oh my god, this is like quite literally the best launcher. And I think the best part about it is a really good weapon, but there is some, like, there's genuine knowledge expression with it, because sure, it is really good, but you have to keep in mind that there's weaknesses. Like, it isn't all that good at, like, multi-lock, because it's firing in a spread pattern. It works best on, like, single targets, and if you're just, like, firing blindly, or recklessly, your opponents can actually shoot the missiles and like have them blow up in your face. No luck on N17 today. Oh wow. Oh wow, things are getting really leggy. I'm a little concerned about the stability. I think I should dip out as well. Feels bad for the Cyanide, but the other two are leaving, and that patch's instability does not fill me with confidence. And I'd like to... Oh, I can't even. I kind of just need to burn some relics for Void Traces. Let's see here. Since I got...
I hope you put it to good use.
His curse upon you.
I understand if you have to sell mods. Maybe Ordis will meet a similar fate someday.
Ordis, don't think like that, buddy. Don't think like that. I never sell ya. 44 minutes until Urelli. That's great. Might as well collect all the weapons. I really hate that there's a collect all function. I accidentally hit like the other day, and I want to keep like some things in the foundry just to save up on a slot, like because there's certain weapons that are components in other weapons, right? So I would just have them like in the foundry so they weren't taking up any slots, and so when I was ready to use them, I just pull them out of the foundry. But because there's a collect all button and it's tied to a trigger, I dropped my controller. And then it instantly collected. Oh, here's your Heliocor, your Herodo, here's your Boltas. I'm like, no, please, no, I wanted to keep those in my foundry. Oh. So I had to buy extra slots because of that. Mind you, these slots are going to be filled, like, eventually, right?
While I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error, not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
Okay, so what should it be burning? I got plain lists. Yeah, oh boy. I don't like any of these fissures. That sucks. Well, we are coming to the 2.5 hour mark. I think it might be a good time to just like pause it for the night, because it's still up in the air whether or not I'll be pulled away for the little thing I mentioned earlier. And, well, there's not exactly things I want to be doing other than, like, my dailies, but, like, I've done them, like, in previous streams. Just because, you know? But, like, admittedly, it's not very interesting for, like, the VODs. Because I pretty much mentioned everything you'd ever want to hear from them. Like, I go through the overworlds with Equinox, I get the animals, I switch to Necros, I do Deimos, and then it's kind of just like whatever at the end, right? Let's see here. Oh, wow, I'm almost done with Naramon. It's going to be really unfortunate when I have to switch this off to like Madurai or something. Because I really do like specifically Power Spike. Because I like maintaining my combos. I think losing 5 per is a lot better than completely losing it. Everything else about Naramon's not too fantastic. Well, Affinity Spike's also nice. That's where whenever I do frame leveling, I always do the melee weapon first because I always have that going.
Ready for action.
All right. Yeah, that's long enough. Thank you if you're watching this in the future. I do really appreciate it. And if it behooves you, check out my channel on YouTube, where I'm putting out guide content for Warframe, as well as whatever videos I'm able to cobble together. Hopefully we'll branch out and hit more variety. It's just really easy for me to write about Warframe right now. Okay, cheers. Yeah, have a good one, folks.